Welcome to Tungal online classes. In previous video we are discussed position time graph and what are the significance of the position time graph. The first one, the position time graph means the position of an object is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis, right? So that is known as the position time graph. And the second point is the slope of position time graph that gives the velocity. The slope of the position time graph that gives the velocity. So in this video we are going to discuss what do you mean by the velocity time graph, then what are the applications or what are the significance of the velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. Velocity time graph, it is also known as the VT graph. So previous one we have discussed, that is position time graph, it is also known as the XT graph, and here the velocity time graph, it is also known as the VT graph. Okay, see here. So then what do you mean by this VT graph? See here, the velocity of an object is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis. So this is known as the VT graph, or also known as velocity time graph. Okay, see here. The first point is the velocity of an object, velocity of an object is taken along y-axis and time is taken along x-axis, right? So this is the definition of velocity time graph. The velocity of an object is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis, right? Okay. The first one, so the example here, if an object is at rest, so draw a velocity time graph for an object is at rest. So if object is at rest means, so in that case the position of that object does not changes with respect to the time. So then at 0 second the position is same, at 0 second the velocity is also 0, in 1 second the velocity is 0, in 2 second, in 3 second, in 4th second, so on, that velocity of an object is 0, right? So this graph, it denotes an object is at rest. An object is at rest. So this is the velocity time graph for an object is at rest. And next one, if an object is moving with a uniform velocity, if an object is moving with a uniform velocity, an object is moving with a uniform velocity. So uniform velocity means that object, the velocity of an object at any point is same. The velocity of an object at any point is same. Okay, see here. At 0 second the velocity is same. At in 1 second this is maybe 2, 3, 4, so on. This is 5, right? So at 0 second the velocity is same. At in 1 second the velocity is same. In 2 seconds is also velocity same, in 3 second, 4 second or 5th second, right? So here, if an object is moving with the uniform velocity means the velocity of an object at any point is same. For example, for 1 second, the velocity of an object is 50 meter per second, and for 2 second, the velocity is 50 meter per second. For 3 second, the velocity is 50 meter per second. So that means the velocity at any point is same, right? So if we join all the points, the graph, this line, it is parallel to the x-axis. This line is parallel to the x-axis, right? So this graph denotes an object is moving with the uniform velocity, right? The object is moving with the uniform velocity. We are going to join this point, right? So here we are joining this point, right? Okay, so this is O point and this is A point and this is B point and this one is C point. So next we are going to find out what is the area under this VT graph. Okay, see. So this is the area under this VT graph, right? Okay, see. Area under VT graph. VT graph is nothing but velocity time graph. So that is equal to, okay, the area under VT graph, that is equal to, it is look like a rectangle. So the area of a rectangle, that is OABC. OABC. Okay. So this is equal to. So already we know that the area of rectangular formula is, that is length into breadth. So here length into breadth is nothing but AB into BC. So here this is AB into BC. AB into BC. Then what do you mean by AB here? So AB is nothing but, AB is, that is time interval. This is initial time interval. Let us assume that this is T suffix I and this is final time interval. This is assumed that T suffix F. T suffix F indicates that final time interval. T suffix I indicates that initial time interval. So after that into BC. So BC. So B is nothing but, so that is final velocity. It is denoted by V suffix F. And C point. So this point is known as V suffix I. That is initial velocity. So this is final velocity and this is initial velocity. And C point is final time interval and this is initial time interval. So then AB is nothing but, AB value is, that is T final minus T initial. So T final minus T initial means T final minus T initial, that is equal to change in its time interval, right? The value of this one is change in time interval. So that is del of T, right? This is del of T into BC is nothing but, BC is, this is final velocity and this is initial velocity. So final velocity minus initial velocity, that is equal to change in velocity. So that is equal to change in velocity. So BC value is, that is del of V, right? Okay, see here. So then the product of change in velocity into change in time interval, so that is nothing but the displacement. Okay, see here. So here velocity is equal to displacement by time. Displacement by time. So then displacement is equal to, velocity into time. Velocity into time. Okay, see. So this is change in velocity into change in time interval, that gives the displacement. Displacement. Okay, see. So it's a very important point here. So that is the area under VT graph gives displacement. Very important, that is area under VT graph that gives the displacement. In maybe in examination they may ask, show that the area under VT graph that gives the displacement. For that one we have to draw this graph. After that we have to mention area under VT graph, that is equal to the area of a rectangle, that is OABC, right? So already we know that to calculate the area of a rectangular, the formula is length into breadth. Here length is, that is AB into BC, right? The AB value, so AB value is final time interval minus initial time interval, that is nothing but change in its time interval del of t, into BC means, that is BC final velocity minus initial velocity, that gives the change in its velocity del of v. So the product of change in velocity into change in time interval, that gives the displacement, that gives the displacement. An object is moving with a positive velocity. An object moving with positive velocity. Positive velocity means the velocity of an object increases with respect to the time. Okay, see here. So velocity is taken along the y-axis, time is taken along the x-axis. The time is taken along the x-axis. Okay, see here. So if an object is moving with the positive velocity means the velocity of an object is increases with respect to the time. Increases with respect to the time. So it may be like this. So here the velocity of an object, that is increases with time. Increases with time, right? Okay. So here is also we are going to find out what is the slope of this graph, right? So for that one, first we have to consider a point. So this is the A point and this is the B point. A point and B point, and join A point to x-axis, B point to x-axis. After that we are drawing perpendicular to this point. Okay. So here this point is, that is C, right? And this makes an angle, that is theta, right? This makes an angle, that is theta. Okay. So here again we are going to find out what is the slope. The slope is nothing but that we are defining, that is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to slope is equal to, tan theta is equal to slope is equal to, okay, I will write here tan theta, that is equal to slope, that is equal to, slope is nothing but AC divided by BC, AC divided by BC. Okay, then this is equal to, that is slope is equal to, AC is nothing but this is the final velocity and this is the initial velocity, and this is the final time interval and this is the initial time interval, right? So here the AC gives V final velocity minus initial velocity, final velocity minus initial velocity, divided by BC gives change in time interval, that is TF minus TI, TF minus TI. So then final velocity minus initial velocity is nothing but change in its velocity divided by change in its time interval, change in its time interval. So this is equal to, so change in velocity with respect to time is, that gives the acceleration, that gives the acceleration. Okay, from this one we are concluding that the third point is the slope of velocity time graph gives, the slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration, gives acceleration, acceleration. And the last point is, with the help of velocity time graph we are going to derive the equations of motion. We are going to derive the equations of motion. Okay, see here, the velocity time graph means the velocity of an object is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis. And the second point, the area under velocity time graph, that gives the displacement. The area under the velocity time graph, that gives the displacement. And the third point, the slope of an velocity time graph gives acceleration, right? The slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. And the fourth point is, with the help of velocity time graph we are going to derive the equations of motion. The equations of motion. Okay. The next one is, an object is moving with a negative velocity. An object is moving with a negative velocity. Okay, see here. The negative velocity means the velocity of an object decreases with respect to the time. The velocity of an object decreases with respect to the time. Okay, see here. This is the velocity v and this is the time taken along the x-axis. Okay. See here, at this is 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, so on 5th second. So here negative velocity means the velocity of an object decreases with respect to the time. For example, a body, initially it is moving with a velocity of 50 meter per second. Initially it is moving with the speed of 50 meter per second. So after 2 seconds its velocity is decreases to 40 meter per second. After 3 seconds again its velocity is decreased. Again at 4 seconds its velocity becomes 10 meter per second. In that case it is a negative velocity. If you draw the graph, it is like this. It is like this. So this is a graph for an object is moving with a negative velocity. Okay. So in today's class we have discussed the position time graph and velocity time graph. The position time graph means the position is taken along the y-axis and time is taken along the x-axis, and the slope of the position time graph that gives the velocity, right? After that, next one is velocity time graph. In velocity time graph means the velocity is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis, and the area under the velocity time graph that gives the displacement. And the next one, the slope of velocity time graph that gives the acceleration, and the last point, with the help of this VT graphs we are going to derive the equations of motions. The next one is acceleration time graph. So already we know that position time graph and velocity time graph. In position time graph, the position of an object is taken along the y-axis, time is taken along the x-axis. Similarly, for in velocity time graph, the velocity of an object is taken along the y-axis, the time is taken along the x-axis. Similarly, the acceleration time graph, the acceleration of an object is taken along the y-axis and the time is taken along the x-axis. So this is known as the acceleration time graph. Okay, see here, the acceleration of an object is taken along y-axis and time is taken along x-axis. So this is known as acceleration time graph. So acceleration of an object is taken along the y-axis and time is taken along the x-axis. So this is known as the acceleration time graph. Okay. So next we are going to draw a acceleration time graph for an object moving with a uniform acceleration. So this is for an object moving with uniform acceleration. So first of all, what do you mean by uniform acceleration? Uniform acceleration means the magnitude and the direction of the acceleration at any point is constant during its motion, right? So that is known as the uniform acceleration. Okay, see here. So in this case, this is the origin O, the time is 1 and this is 2, 3, 4, so on, right? So in this case, we are assuming that, consider this is a body. Consider this is a vehicle. This vehicle is moving with the acceleration that is 20 meter per second square. The acceleration is 20 meter per second square. So at 0 second is also its acceleration is 20 meter per second square. If in 1 second is also its acceleration is 20 meter per second square. In 2 seconds is also its acceleration is 20 meter per second square. So on up to 5 seconds the acceleration of an object is 20 meter per second square. So then we say that vehicle it is moving with a uniform acceleration. Okay, see here. So here at 0 second the acceleration of an object is 20. See here, this is 10 and this is 20. At 0 second the acceleration of an object is this point. In 1 second the acceleration is same. In 2 seconds the acceleration is same, and in 3 seconds the acceleration is same, so on, right? So after that join these all points. Join these all the points. Join these all the points. So this graph, so here this line which is parallel to the x-axis. So this indicates that object it is moving with a uniform acceleration. That object moving with a uniform acceleration. Okay, see here. The second point, area under AT graph. Area under AT graph gives area under AT graph gives velocity. Area under AT graph gives velocity. Okay. The next one, an object is moving with a non-uniform acceleration. So non-uniform acceleration means the acceleration of an object that it changes. The acceleration of an object changes with respect to the time, whether it is magnitude or in direction, right? So non-uniform acceleration means the acceleration of an object, either its magnitude or the direction or both, changes during its journey, right? Okay, see here, in this case we are going to draw acceleration time graph. Acceleration is along the y-axis, time is along the x-axis. Then the graph may be like this. The graph may be like this. So this is an object is moving with a non-uniform acceleration.